Millions of people along the East Coast are getting ready for Hurricane Sandy. The storm is moving north, potentially setting its sights on the densely packed eastern seaboard. KOIN Local 6 correspondent Randall Pinkston has the latest from Coney Island, New York.
Crews along the East Coast are boarding up businesses and homes.
Put another one in there.
The approaching storm is threatening some 60 million people. Sandy is already kicking up rough surf and winds in North Carolina. Mandatory evacuation orders are in effect for some coastal communities in Delaware and New Jersey.
Heeding the warning, and we're going. And I'm hoping that I have a house when I come back.
In Atlantic City, officials ordered casinos to close Sunday afternoon. Sandy's storm surge could cause major flooding.
We have the full moon in effect with multiple tide cycles. We have to go through more than one high tide during this event, and that's just going to only pile up the water that much higher.
Here in New York City, transit officials are keeping an especially close eye on the path of the storm. The mayor and governor are considering shutting down the entire transit system to avoid flooding the trains. Forecasters predict Sandy could merge with two other winter weather systems to become a superstorm, bringing high winds, torrential rain, and heavy snow to a third of the country. Widespread power outages are another concern. Crews from Illinois are already en route to the East Coast, ready to help get electricity back on in hard-hit areas. Sandy may also put a damper on Halloween plans.
On Wednesday, they said it's the least chance of rain, so hopefully it'll hold out and let them go trick-or-treating.
Forecasters say the storm could linger through midweek. In Brooklyn, New York, Randall Pinkston, KOIN Local 6.
And Brian Muskimmons here in our Pinpoint Weather Center has been following the path of Hurricane Sandy. And what do you see out there?
It's going to be a destructive storm no matter which way we look at it, Ken, because it's kind of an interesting, complex situation. Let's go right to our graphic here. I'm going to take you through the next 72 hours basically and show you exactly what happens. Here's the current position of the storm. It's kind of tracking almost in a due north-northeastward direction. And I've had a lot of questions. How is it that it's making this sudden jet inland into the New York and D.C. area? Well, there's a good reason for it. Up here off the map, you can't really see it. There's a big ridge of high pressure sitting up there, and that's got the clockwise rotation around it. That's kind of forcing this low right into the D.C. New York area, and because of that, you can see projected to make landfall between Monday night and Tuesday morning. And when it does so, take a look at the projected winds. This is really something. I couldn't even believe it when I first saw it. Monday night, 8 o'clock, 104 mile per hour projected gusts there in New York City, 113 mile per hour projected gusts there in Ocean City, Maryland, and 89 mile per hour gusts there for D.C. D.C. sees a bit of a spike while New York gets a little bit of a break into early Tuesday. But look how long these winds last for. I mean, it goes for almost a good 24 hours of hurricane force strength gusts projected to be over New York City and D.C. So very intense storm, the type they have not seen. It's really going to be quite historic. And of course, the other concern, not only the rain and the wind, but also the storm surge as that low pressure wraps around and brings in some of that storm surge. So definitely some serious concerns, especially for lower Manhattan there over the coming days.